YPS is located in Bangalore, which is my first love. Why my first love? Because I did my post-graduation from Indian Institute of Science. And then really I enjoyed the climatic condition of Bangalore. That time I think the climatic condition was uniform around the year.
Yeah.
I can still remember during 87, I used to get tomato around the year in Bangalore, which was not available in any place in the country. So that is the climatic condition of the Bangalore I loved very much. And regarding the palmist you told, I can tell very frankly that this is how I learned कि लकीरें बनती नहीं है बनाई जाती हैं. Okay, so this hobby of photography really created a line to travel me abroad. And before I talk much, let us see my visual introduction. I will request Srinath to play my visual introduction. This will tell you everything. Before he starts, let me tell you, I am not a master of any genre. Frankly speaking, I am the jack of all genres and student of photography. Still, I feel I am studying photography, sitting in the classroom of any school. So now I request Srinath to play my visual introduction.
I shall do that.
Yeah, please.
Display, and you got to look at the top right square. That's where the picture of the day comes on every 2 minutes. That's the picture followed by the name of the photographer, Mukesh.
Thank you very much. I think you all enjoyed with whatever little I have captured during my recent.
So, point of personal privilege, sir. So now that you've seen the video, show is over. Good night, guys. No. I'm just pulling legs here.
Yeah, yeah,
Over
yeah.
to you, Mukesh ji. Over to
Okay,
you.
should I share my screen now?
Yeah, please.
Again, present now. Entire. My
इसको
screen is visible now.
इसको मिनिमाइज करें. हाँ, आप पीपीटी खोल दीजिए.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, fine.
There's a
Yeah.
prompt at the bottom. You can hide that.
Which one? This one height. Yes,
Hanji.
fine.
All right.
Yes, friends. If we talk about the world through my lens, it was never to happen during my professional career. Although I served a lot of industries, Hindustan Copper Limited, Birla, everything, and then Government of India. And nowhere I got a chance to go abroad. Then I asked one of the palmists, he told me, Mr. Mukesh, you don't have the line in your palm to go to abroad. Okay, fine, thank you. So I was trying with my, you can say, passion for photography. And then on a fine morning in 2011, I got a mail from Melbourne, that is the Safe Water photo competitions, and I was invited to receive the award. So that was the line was created in my palm, and I started my journey uh, out of the country from 2011. And my first destination was Melbourne. In Melbourne, it was a new for me because going Delhi, going Bangalore, going Calcutta is very easy, but going foreign country was a new thing for me. So I was not knowing how to get through, how to reach there, how to get some company. So then I googled and searched Melbourne Camera Club. I contacted Melbourne Camera Club, and the secretary of the club was so kind enough that he deputed the man. You are seeing on the screen, he is the Calvin Raleigh, and he was deputed to be with him for entire my stay. I stayed there for around 2 weeks, so he was there with me for 2 weeks, and then for which I got the award by Save Water Melbourne, and this was also published on the cover page of 2012 calendar of Australia. This image was captured in Nagpur. Near Nagpur, there is a Khindsi lake. There I captured this image of sunbird with a simple Nikon D70S camera with Tamron 7300 lens. And those days, the camera was not having continuous shoot either in low or fast speed. So it was a real challenge for me how to shoot this bird in size. It's very small, maybe around 2 to 3 inches long. But I tried with that 7300 lens, and I got around 50 images. Out of 50, this one was the best. Initially, I never thought it can click in such a way that it can bag Net Geo Award, it can bag Kodak Award, it can bag Save Water Awards, it can be published on the cover page of Better Photography, and it will get a place on the cover page of the Australian calendar. And then with the same image, even today I am earning around $200 every year. So thanks to Ganpati, who made this image as an iconic image for me. This is the certificate, I got it. And then this man, he's Tanoj Singh. He's the scientist in Melbourne, and he's a family friend of mine. He all the way came to airport to receive me, and he brought me to an apartment, which apartment I booked online. I stayed there. Next day morning, I met Calvin Raleigh, and then we started our journey. In the end, I stayed with him, with his family, for a few days. And he was so kind enough, he took around the Melbourne in his car, and sometimes with his family also. Again, Calvin John Raleigh. And then I used to spend evening in his workstation. This is the family of Tanoj Singh, Kuhu, and Bhaviji. This is a central place of Melbourne. So in the night I went there, I saw a beautiful reflection. So then I took out my tripod and I clicked this frame. Again, this is the central place in Melbourne. I think Tanoj is here. Tanoj Singh? No, I think he's not here. Otherwise, you would have told the actual name of the place. This is Elwood Beach, very, very nearby the place where I was staying in the apartment. John Raleigh, he was just going ahead of me. Then I got this bridge and I clicked this image. This is the St. Kilda Beach, very interesting for the photographers. Again, St. Kilda Beach. I went there at least 2-3 times because I like this place very much. This is a green ocean road. This is one station, railway station of Melbourne. And then in the end of my stay, just last day in the evening, Kelvin told me, Mukesh, our members want to learn from you how to use indoor lights. So they arranged a model in the same apartment I was staying there, and everything was arranged. And then I did a model shoot for all the members. All the members also enjoyed the model. This is a very busy market in Victoria Market in Melbourne, and I was surprised to see the kind of neat and clean market. Although fish, everything was being sold there, but actually so we never find in our country. Then there was a trip arranged by one travel agent for Europe, so many countries. So I started from London. This is the Piccadilly Circus of London, very famous, like Connaught Place of Delhi, and MG Road of Bangalore, London Bridge. This is a view of London from London Eye. Sinath, am I audible? Hello, Sinath.
Yeah, you
Hello.
are, sir. You are audible.
Okay, because I'm getting keep silence, so I got surprised whether I'm in the world or went out somewhere else. This is the Royal Salute of London. Really, I reached in time and I got this click. This is one place I enjoyed a lot. This is the Shakespeare's birthplace, Stratford upon Avon in England. And there I also saw Rabindranath Tagore statue in the campus of Shakespeare. This is the wax statue of Shakespeare in the Shakespeare's birthplace. This was very interesting part. I was lucky to get it. The play of Romeo and Juliet was going on live, and this girl is the Juliet, and it was live performance. So I stayed there. I spent around 1 hour time to watch everything, and in the end, he's the Romeo, and Romeo is the father of Juliet in actual life, but both played the Romeo and Juliet of Shakespeare's play. So then I too got a chance to get photographed with the Juliet. This is very interesting place. That is the Leaning Tower, Pisa. And here you can get a lot of angle to shoot Leaning Tower. I have got around 10, 20 different angles, but I have selected only one for today's presentation. This is very well-known Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower can be photographed from so many corners of Paris. This is Louvre Museum, Paris, France. I was spellbound to see the sculptures and paintings here. This is St. Peter's Square, Vatican City. This is very interesting and very famous, iconic place of Rome, Colosseum. Vatican Museum. Here I was so much impressed and spellbound to see the Michelangelo all paintings here. This is one of the painting of Michelangelo of Christ. This is a very iconic place of Rome, Trevi Fountain. Then in Germany, we also saw everything like that BMW factory and everything. But I enjoyed this Black Forest area. It was having such a beautiful natural beauty. And this is a clock factory where you can get at least 1,000 varieties, more than 1,000 varieties of clocks. Again, this is a Black Forest part. Then the most amazing place was Jungfrau, that is the top of Europe, and this is Switzerland. And I can say during my whole trip, this was the most beautiful place I have ever seen in the world, in my life also. This is the top of Europe. This is basically Titlis Mountain. I took it, captured it from the window of the train. Then Venice was another very interesting location in Europe. This initially I thought it is only a small island in Venice, but then I learned there that it is a clusters of islands, and so many locations were connected through the you can say bridge and all. Then I think in 2016 we went to South Korea as a delegate from India for the 33rd PF World Congress. And this is the iconic place of South Korea, Harmony. This is a very famous fan dance of South Korea. This is ethnic dance happening at the location of Harmony. Then they also we got the chance to witness how the wedding ceremony takes place in South Korea, and this is how like we are having in India that palki, so they also have the similar concept of palki. Then this is the. Then we also got a chance to see the village life of South Korea, and it looked as if we are seeing the village of our own country. This was some cultural show. I don't know the main details about this background of this show, but I enjoyed it. Then this is Northern Lights. Before going to Iceland in 2018, I read and saw a lot of Northern Lights. Then we planned around 5 or 6 people to visit Iceland. And there it was a rare happening. And as I know, in the world, I think only in 6 countries we can see the Northern Lights. And these Northern Lights are not visible every night. It is a luck if we get it. So how we planned it, in every day evening, used to stay near any iconic location of Iceland, so that in case this Northern Light appears, we can immediately rush to the locations of iconic location and then capture the aurora or the Northern Lights. So luckily, we stayed in almost around 10 days. We didn't get anywhere Northern Lights. So we were very much dissatisfied with the trip, because this is the one of the most attractive things to see in Iceland. So finally, just 2 days before we were to leave the Iceland, we got this indication of Northern Lights at Godafoss. So it took around 10 minutes walk from the hotel to this Godafoss location. And while capturing, you'll be surprised being a photographer, I switched off my camera because I wanted to enjoy the dramatic movement of the this northern lights because it was so amazing in the sky. It was roaming like really so dramatic. So just I took around 10 snaps and then I stopped, kept my camera stopped, and simply I enjoyed the nature. This is another iconic locations of Iceland. This is Strahorn. Again, this is Strahorn from different angle. From the same location, this is again Strahorn. Westrahorn, different locations in Iceland. Here I can tell you, in Iceland, I was surprised to know that the human population is 50% of the population of horses. The horses are double than the human population in Iceland. This is a church iconic locations of Iceland, and I really enjoyed this frame. I love this frame very much. This is the Westrahorn. I tried to frame the Westrahorn with this wooden logs lying in the foreground. This is Rake Plain. If you have seen the movie of Shahrukh Khan, and there is a song Rang De Tu Mohe Gerua. So there's that video song, that film was actually filmed around this Rake Plain and some other locations I will show you. This Rake Plain is a US plane which crashed in Iceland, and then US government allowed Iceland to use this plane as a tourist place. This is Skogafoss. This is one landscape on the way to Skogafoss. I love this light. We stayed in the night in the hotel. Then from the hotel window, I saw this frame. Then from the top of the hotel, then I captured this. This is a diamond beach of Iceland. And I would like to say something here because I also plan to take two models along with us because I had a dream that I wanted to shoot a foreign model in Indian costume in a foreign land. So she's Jocelina Anali from Mexico. She came forward and she joined us at Iceland, and she was with us for the whole trip. Then this is in her own costume, this image, and then I tried my dream shot with Indian sari and blouse. And this is the location of Black Sand Beach. Because of volcano, the complete Iceland, you will find black sand only. Again, you can find the similar frame in Shahrukh Khan film, Rang De Tu Mohe Gerua. This wonderful texture of black rocks. Another young model, I think she is hardly 16 or 14 years. She also joined our trip as a model. She is from Argentina, Clara Maria. Then with Clara Maria and Jocelina Anali. Both the models taking bath in the hot spring in the hotel. Then recently, I think in 2019, I went to Nepal. Nepal being so near to India, I traveled only in the last time of my foreign trip. And this is the Fishtail Mountain. Luckily, I got a helicopter in the plane. Again, same Fishtail Mountain. This is Bhaktapur. It is a wonderful place for photographers. You will find a lot of old designed architectures, and faces of Nepal you will find much more here. So two people, old people were playing chess. This is the frame captured by the fisheye lens. This is a famous, I can say, weapon of Nepal. So there is a wonderful shop in Bhaktapur. So we went there. I wanted to capture that details, and we knew about this weapon also from that lady. This is the street of Bhaktapur. Again, Bhaktapur. Then this is Pokhara. So this is just like our Indian situations of boat and all, but boats are very colorful in Pokhara. This is a landscape just before the Pokhara. I got it. Then Nagarkot. Nagarkot, when I went to Nagarkot, I felt as if I am in Kausani, because everything was looking like Kausani. This morning light in Nagarkot. I tried a few panorama also in Nagarkot. This is Kathmandu. This I captured with mobile in wide angle format. Then I took a Everest flight to see the Everest very closely, and then I clicked this frame from the cockpit of the aircraft. I think this is all outside the country. So when we talk of the world through my lens, I think India is also a part of the world. So let us see a few frames from our country. This is Taj Mahal. Then Gurdwan Marg Lake, Sikkim. This is the highest lake in the world. Panchachuli Peak, Munsiari. And this is Calcutta, Vidyasagar Setu. This is well-known location, Jaisalmer. And here I can say, Shivji Maharaj ki Jai Ho. This is the magic of fisheye lens. This is I captured in Benares. So you can see the sun is in the east and the temples are in the west. So with the fisheye lens, we can cover both at 180 degrees. This is nearby place Bodh Gaya. This is one of my very interesting locations. I love to visit again and again, because this place I went after rainy season. This is very beautiful during rainy season. This is Ranne Fall and Ken River in Panna in MP. Again, this is captured by fisheye lens. And this is my place, Dhanbad. There is a waterfall here. So I thought, let me also show my place. And that is all. Thanks, friends.
Lovely, sir. Beautiful.
How can I stop sharing?
Just say you can just go to the bottom right and say stop sharing. इसको बंद कर दीजिए. Go back to the window where you have Google Meet running.
Okay, and then
यहाँ पे इसको मिनिमाइज कर दीजिए सामने वाले विंडो को. Stop presenting.
yeah. So now that is all through my lens. And Satish ji, how I have seen the world through my eyes.
Fantastic. It was very nice. At least without spending any money, we have traveled along with you.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
And thanks for giving us company. It was fantastic. You have shown every culture and tradition and landscapes of different countries. Very nice. Thank you so much.
And this is how
Mukesh ji.
this is how लकीरें बनती नहीं बनाई जाती हैं.
Yeah, बिल्कुल.
Yeah. Yes.
Mukesh
Somebody
ji,
is-
I'm Chandrasekhar here.
Yeah.
You finished the program so fast. We were thinking of seeing some more pictures from you.
I think this is enough. Do you want to see something from the Fish Islands?
Yeah, you can share some.
फिश का पोर्टफोलियो दिखाइए मुकेश जी. I think that would be
दिखाएं तो
good.
दिखाने के लिए हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा? Let me see how I can do it, because that is okay. I can do that. That is in my external hard drive. I need to, because
It is not a trouble, you can show.
you were interested to see the magic of Fish Islands.
Please.
So I just made a you can say folder. कि in case time permits, we can see that.
Oh, wonderful. That would be great.
Because you were interested, you told me a few days back.
Correct. Meanwhile, if people want to have, or you want to ask questions of Mr. Mukesh ji, or if you have questions that you want to post, you can either type them or you can come online and ask those questions also.
Yeah, I got the folder.
ठीक है, आप फिर से चालू कर दीजिए presentation at the bottom right.
Yes.
You can open it in your program of choice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Actually, you wanted to see the magic of Fish Island, so I just made a folder and
Lovely.
kept a few images. This
Beautiful.
is Bikaner,
Beautiful.
and this lane is hardly, I think, 3 or 4 feet wide. So no other lanes can capture this building.
Very nice.
And this is fashion with Fish Islands. Mostly people do not use Fish Islands for fashion, but I use it very frequently.
That itself is a wonderful theme, Mukesh ji.
Yeah.
Fashion with fisheye. You can make a series on that.
Yeah. I have done a lot with fish eye. This is fish eye. This is another effect of fish eye in vertical orientation.
Oh wow.
And all these costumes are designed by my wife and as a part of my. I do not give anybody else.
मुकेश जी आपका माइक एको हो रहा है.
इको हो रहा है ना?
No, I don't. I think it's somebody else, Satish. It is not. Let me just see who else is on.
Yeah, you please.
And you can see carefully this picture. Simply by standing and keeping the camera looking downward, I captured this frame with a fish eye. And only fish eye can take such kind of frame. It looks like captured. It's an aerial view, but it's not an aerial view.
So the distortion has come to your help, actually.
Distortion. That is the trick.
Yeah. Yeah.
For that thing, you need to call me in Bangalore.
आ जाइए सर कभी भी.
I cannot disclose my trade of secret with Fish Islands because Fish Islands I am using since 2006,
Yeah.
and this is the one kind of effect of Eid prayer of Fish Islands, which we published in the front page. Anyway, this is again fashion with Fish Islands.
Mukesh ji, can you go to the previous image, please? Oh, this is beautiful, sir.
I think we will see more pictures like this in next slides. I feel
Okay.
so.
Okay.
Feel so. I have copied. This is in Kumbh, Allahabad. Again, this is the fish eye
Hmm.
from the top angle. This is a fashion shoot nearby Kopchachi and hardly 35 kilometers from Dhanbad.
Very nice.
This is a street fashion with the fish islands. And you can see the magic. There is distortion, but distortion is very creative.
That is the trick. Yeah, absolutely.
This is again fish islands, same locations. This is the same location but from the top. This is again with fish islands. This is fish islands.
Wonderful. This is beautiful. This is lovely.
This is again fish islands. This is again, this was captured in Mathan, which is hardly 45 kilometers from Dhanbad. This, I am just sitting, just very close to her skirt or gown, and from there I am capturing this frame with a t-shirt. And you can see there is no distortion at all.
That's what I am thinking. Something fishy about your fish island.
Not fishy. It is a trick of Mukesh. Okay, it's very simple. You know, Satish ji, the main subject should be kept in the center.
Center.
That's the trick. That's the trick. This is the E pair you wanted to see. I think I have got it here. This gives different perspective at all.
Correct.
See, this is fisher. And no other lens can capture such thing.
Absolutely. I think in this image, the clouds add to the magic of the image.
Yeah. It was cloudy day.
Beautiful.
Although I can change the cloud, but then again the whole ambience and atmosphere will get lost.
Yeah.
And every time during Eid prayer, I only go with the fish islands.
Hmm.
I do not use any other. I don't use 70-200 there. That's all I think.
Mukesh,
Yeah.
Mukesh ji,
Uh-huh.
this fisheye folder, probably second or third image.
Second and third picture. एक मिनट सर हम ला रहे हैं सेकेंड थर्ड पे. This is the second.
Yeah. This project? No,
ये वाला. हाँ. Before this.
before this?
This one, sir.
No. Then after this. At the back. Okay.
Anything, sir?
No. I just found it very fishy. I'll explain. I'll explain.
Okay.
Please see the picture.
Yeah.
See, just the girl's skirt.
Yes.
It just looks like body of the fish.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, this is the case. And
That I
this
never missed, sir.
girl is the
Although,
fin. This
yes,
girl
sir.
is the fin atop the fish.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
like
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
it really looks like a fish
Yes,
out of fish. Very fishy.
yes. This
But
fish items is very fishy.
very nice. Very nice.
And so kind of you, sir. You do not eat fish. We eat fish, but we could never notice it. Thank you very much.
That is because Adit ji is a very elderly person. He is seeing only the skirt like fish. We were seeing above the skirt.
Yes.
Hey, by the way, we have the pleasure of having Brian with us today. Welcome,
Oh,
Brian, to
Brian
YPS.
has come. Okay. Satish ji, on 17th we are having our DCC photo webinar with Adit Agrawala sir.
Okay.
On 17th. It was to happen on 28th on Saturday, but because of a FIP meeting in Calcutta on 28th, it was preponed to on 17th.
Okay, sure. We'll attend.
Sure.
If Adit ji invites me, we'll come.
Satish ji, I will invite you. Don't worry. You are a
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
Satish ji, have you heard? Satish ji,
Sir, tell me, sir.
I said if you attend, it will be my good luck.
And let me take this opportunity of this platform to announce all of you. On 17th, we will have a photo webinar with Adit Agrawala sir. In the month of March, the first fortnight with our great friend Satish ji. Satish ji will be our guest photo presenter in the first fortnight of March. And the whole thing will end in the end of March by Mukesh.
Oh, lovely.
And this time I have planned to go for a fashion presentation on fashion, and then I want to make a finish with a different way. So Brian Hopper and me have planned something, a new idea, and this will be a surprise for all of you because we want to make a finish of DCC photo webinar series in a very unique and different way, and we will do
fantastic.
Yeah.
So we can expect some firecrackers.
Because one more fashion photographer from Ireland will join on that day, so we will have two in one. Two fashion photographers in one session. Second thing, in the end of that, I think that is 27th March, we will have a special session in the sense that all the photo presenters on DCC photo webinar platform will be conferred some kind of honorary distinctions. A few of presenter has been given, likewise Ricardo Busu already has been given. I think J.R. Snelger has been conferred with the distinction of DCC, and all other, including our respected Satish ji, will be also conferred with some kind of distinction. Maybe it may be conferred during his webinar also, but we'll try to make it a big show on that day in the end. Again, I will take this opportunity to share with my friendly club YPS that in the month of March, we are going to bring an ebook.
Oh, lovely. Very
on
nice.
complete DCC webinar series. And every photo presenter will get at least 3 pages in the ebook, starting with introduction, his images, his presentations, screenshots, and then his words with his signature. So this is what we have planned.
This is very innovative.
Yeah.
Very innovative.
This is what we have planned, and we are also trying to work out on getting a flip book, not simply ebook, we want to go for a flip book. I think in case you are not able to do it anyway, I will take help of Srinath because Srinath is very high tech.
Okay. Thank you.
See, one thing I'm very clear. Ki, any person, even a hawker on the street of Bangalore, I treat him a high tech person.
Arre. We are
Because
privileged.
yeah, because Bangalore is so high tech, really. And moreover, I'm really thankful to YPS to be the guest speaker today for the YPS, because YPS is not only the oldest club in the country. YPS is one club who has got each and every member having some or other distinctions, and YPS stands number one even in the record of FIF, and that is a great achievement by YPS.
Thank you.
I hope Aditji is listening to you.
And second thing, YPS has got a president who is the youngest FPF guy in the country. So this is YPS is full of all records. Okay.
Thank you, Mukeshji.
And that's why I love YPS. I love Bangalore.
Thank you for
Thank you
those
so much, Mukesh.
Yeah.
One of our members has asked me how to attend the webinars. But Mahesh, we'll answer your question. We will send you the links to DCC's sessions over the either WhatsApp or through email.
No, don't send the link. Ask him to send his email and full name on my WhatsApp number. That is the way we do. That is the way we do registration.
Fair enough. That is my intention. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Any okay. Let's open up the floor for any questions for Mr. Mukeshji. Let's keep him engaged a little bit, and then we will see if there are any questions. Please ask them, type them, come online, turn your camera on, and you can ask the question.
Friends, I can tell you, since I was a Nikon mentor for 2 years, feel free to ask anything about Nikon cameras without any hesitation. Even forgetting this webinar, you can go beyond the photo webinar and ask any questions on Nikon cameras.
Mukeshji, one question that has come out is what focal length of fisheye lens and which brand do you use?
Yeah. I use Tokina 10-16 millimeter fisheye lens.
Okay.
One thing I can tell you, the optics of Tokina fisheye lens is wonderful without using CPL, because we cannot use any kind of filter on the fisheye lens. So without using any CPL, we get the effect of CPL with only the lens. And this lens is fantastic. You can imagine I am using it since 2005. One more name.
Mukeshji.
Yeah.
Mukeshji, Chandrasekhar here again.
Yeah, please.
Have you taken any astrophotography, star trials, and things like that?
Yeah.
Yes. He has done a lot of. I think a couple of them he actually showcased, Chandru. I
think one I have shown in during my presentation, but I have captured I have not only captured only. I have done 3 workshops in Pushkar on the astrophotography.
Oh, very nice.
Last 3 Pushkar fair. I
didn't see any star trial images.
Yeah. Even I have done the experiment of capturing a star trail with light pollution, and sometimes it gives very creative frame.
We should see those images.
Chandru, one of the star trails from what he has taken in Munsiari was there as part of the portfolio.
Yes.
All right.
With the Panchachuli peak behind, yeah.
Yes. That was my first star trail, and that actually I did my experimentation with the D800E.
Okay.
It was a very tough task, too much cold. So I managed to be within the blanket and do it.
Because
For that, you may,
I have one question.
yeah.
For all the fashion shoots, the outside, the external fashion shoots that you've done,
Yeah.
how much of recce and how much of location scouting do you do?
See what happens for any outdoor fashion shoots. First of all, I do recce of the location
Okay.
to find out the light direction falling on different locations. Then I select the locations.
Okay.
Then I discuss with the model and all the costumes I am having in my studio. So then I decide. This is my duty to know which model will suit for what kind of fashion shoot.
True. True.
The
True.
same thing cannot be done by anybody. The
True.
fashion shoot with the fisheye lens you have seen, it's the model named Priya Jha, who I have groomed as a model.
Oh,
She's
lovely.
working with me since 2015, and such kind of fashion posing only she can do.
Okay.
You have seen in my introduction, in the end, you have seen recent works, that is the body forms and all. That was done by one of my model, Veronica, and
Okay.
that Priya Jha cannot do. So that is the job of photographer to decide which model can suit which for the which kind of frames. Okay, and then in for the then in outdoor shoots, I always carry external high high quality flash, that is AD 400 I am having.
Okay.
I always carry AD 400 because in the outdoor shoots in ambient light we cannot get that kind of glow on the face. So
True.
to get the glow and very good skin tone, that fill light is essential.
True. 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 Wonderful, sir. Thank you for answering that question.
Mukesh
Anybody
ji,
else?
yeah, Mukesh ji, Murli here.
Yeah, Murli, please come on.
Oh, that's such a lovely presentation, actually. So, actually, I think it's the first time I'm seeing your pictures, actually. Frankly, even though we have met earlier, I
Actually,
think it is a.
during our last visit, only you have seen my face. You have not seen the images behind my face.
No, we spent the time together on
Yeah,
the train, right, on
yeah,
the
yeah.
way to Kuri, but I think I really didn't have a chance to see. But I really loved your, Iceland pictures, really
Yeah.
fantastic images, actually. The contrast and the angles and I think the spread, everything was beautiful.
Thank
So,
you,
is
thank
this
you.
something?
It's a
I have
big
a question
compliment.
on that.
Yeah,
So, is this something that was arranged tour or with the models, or how was
okay.
it?
Yeah, I'll brief you. One of my friend, he's an engineer in Bokaro nearby. He had been to Iceland earlier.
Okay.
So then I talked to him, I want to go to Iceland. Then he arranged a trip himself.
Okay.
Okay, it was not through any travel agent.
Okay.
Okay, and then we managed 6 people for the 2 vehicles because in Iceland you cannot hire a taxi.
Okay.
Only Ambani and Adani can hire a taxi in Iceland. People like us cannot afford to hire a taxi. It's very costly.
Okay.
Okay, so the only thing that you'll get a vehicle on the airport, you take the key and drive yourself, and in the end of your tour, you just hand over the vehicle at the airport. So this is how we did. We were 6 people from India, and then through Facebook we contacted these 2 models. I told him, ki, yaar, I think in Iceland, if you don't do model shoot, things will not be complete. And then I told him that I have got a dream to shoot a foreign model in Indian costume. So that too I have to fulfill during this trip only. So on the Facebook we contacted. I can tell you there are a lot of travelers. They try to locate some group with whom they can join with free stay. Okay, so that is a big saving for them. So in that process only, that Clara Maria, who is hardly 14 years old, she was traveling from Argentina to around the world, and she traveled complete 1 year. After completing her class 10, standard 10, she traveled for the whole year around the world and in the same fashion. So we got Clara Maria because stay is not a problem. She can be accommodated in any room. And then Joslina Anali also we contacted through Facebook, and she agreed to join us. So for both of them, Iceland to Iceland, the whole thing was free because we paid for their stay, food, and everything. So this is how we got two models.
Wow, fantastic. Yeah, I think nice idea. So I think photography is really, I think, beyond just doing photography.
Yeah, and Murli, one thing I can tell you, we had three people who can drive the car, and the problem was in Iceland it is a left-hand drive, not like India right-hand drive. So only two guys were driving, and I was allowed to sit along with the models because I'm 30 plus. So they told
Okay.
me, sir, you stay with the models, we will drive.
Okay. Oh,
So I
what?
was taking care of the models.
That's a great deal.
No, Mukesh ji, you
Yeah.
intentionally told that you cannot drive.
No, not intentional. You can draw the meaning anyway.
Since this is a family show, we'll keep it at the family show level. Let's not go into other details. Acha, on that topic, I think since we have a whole host of people that are visiting us from outside, a small request, we wouldn't mind you following YPS. We would appreciate if you could share your email IDs in the comment section of this conversation. We would like you to know more about YPS as, we publish and present other presenters and showcase other talents as we go along. So appreciate that. If you're interested, drop in a note with your email address in the comment box, and we will make sure that you will not get unwanted emails from us, but at least the ones that have content that you would like as well. So if you that would be appreciated by all of us here at YTS. Thank you very much.
Srinath, or Mukesh phone number, if you put, people who are interested to attend DCC webinar.
I can do. I will do that. I will do that. I mean, either I can do it here or I can do it personally. I have sent it to Mahesh.
You can show on the screen my phone number. That simple 700. You can show somewhere.
वही कर लेंगे.
All people can note down. Simply send your full name and email on this number. Then you will be registered for free. There is no charge.
I thought we had your number in this presentation, no?
Yeah. Same number. And friends, one thing I can tell you about YPS. YPS is one club. I know most of the faces in YPS, and they are very sincere photographers. I can tell you very frankly, I have not seen any other club in the country having so much dedicated and sincere members as a photographer. Each and everyone is very sincere. I think every member has got some or other kind of distinction, either from FIP or from PF or from PS, PSA or RPS.
I have posted Mukeshji's phone number in the text in the comments box. For those of you who are interested to participate in DCC's webinars, you can send a direct message to Mukeshji on 70041-84921. If there are any other questions, appreciate that. Appreciate people coming forward and asking those as well.
I have one question. Murli here again.
Go ahead, Murli, please.
Yeah. So Mukesh ji, the fisheye magic.
Yeah.
No, I was wondering. I know you said it's Tokina. I think 10 mm. You said, right?
Tokina.
Okay, 10 mm.
10 to 16.
10, 16. Okay.
10, 17 mm. 10, 17 mm. And this is the full frame lens.
Yeah, I know. That's where my question was.
Yeah.
My question was, were you shooting using a full frame camera, or I think you use full frame camera only. I'm just trying to figure out.
No, I'm telling you, sometimes I use DX body with this fisheye lens.
Okay.
Then it becomes 1524 or something. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
But although in that lens it is written DX, but DX word is DX body for Nikon, but for Tokina that is the only lens which is a full frame lens. There is another lens by Tokina that is 1116, 2.8. But in that lens you won't get any deformation.
Yeah,
So
it
that
is
is a
not.
wonderful lens. I think already I have this lens is here. You can see.
Yeah.
So that's a rectilinear lens, Mukeshji.
Yeah. So this is a very good wide angle lens. But again, I do not like compared to my fisheye. क्योंकि fisheye से प्यार हो गया तो क्या करेंगे?
Yeah.
है ना?
True.
No, I also love wide angle shots.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
taken a
yeah.
lot of landscapes with wide angle, and I have a Samyang 14 mm, which sort of does full eye, the fisheye type of image at times. Okay.
But Murli, what happens with fisheye if you know how to handle fisheye lens, you
Yeah.
can create wonderful creative frames.
Absolutely. You must be clear about how to control the image.
How to use the fisheye.
Correct. Otherwise, you can spoil the picture. Yeah.
Controlled distortion, as they call it.
Control the distortion for the creative frame.
Or creative distortion.
Yeah, creative distortion.
Wonderful.
And one more lens I love, Murli, that whole Europe trip. I can say this Melbourne and all the Europe countries trip, I used only one lens, 28-300, only one body.
Wow. Okay.
Just to make me light while traveling, to avoid any kind of problem in the airport here and other countries. So all the pictures were shot with only 28-300. Only while Iceland, I carried more lenses. Like I carried 70-200 also because I had to shoot model.
Okay.
Any more questions, please?
That looks like that's it. I don't think any more questions.
Yeah, it's almost 7 o'clock.
Almost 1 o'clock, and let's close on time as well. Mukeshji, on behalf of YPS, I'd like to thank you for your gracious presence and your lovely presentation, and along with that, a wanderlust's thirst for travel and taking images. Really appreciate that from the bottom of our hearts for your time and effort that you've taken to come on. And I know YPS and Bangalore is like a second home to you, but still we appreciate the time and the time spent by you in prepping this up and also enlightening us on some of the new techniques that you have showcased. We look forward to more of you and DCC in the future and keep the flame alive.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mukesh.
Yeah. Thank you on behalf of Dharmad Camera Club also.
We really honored to have you today.
Yeah, Bangalore is my second home, but it is my first love. It is my first love also.
Yes.
Okay
Thank
then.
you so much.
Okay then.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night, and we'll see you back in a couple of weeks.